Okay, I'd like to start off by saying I've been going to the gym since like 2023, and I've started out bench pressing with my elbows flared and on a dumbbell press too. But I'd just like to share what I've learned recently, and I feel like bodybuilding is gatekeeping this information, at least for free. And you can find videos, really detailed videos about lats, and I've figured this out for free, but it was not from one video. It's a combination of comment sections and just personal uh, just what I've learned personally. So what I've learned is when training chest, uh, yeah, do the Christmas tree formation. This is very uncomfortable. I can barely even do that on incline. And so form, it's like Christmas tree, just up and down. But what's really helped me on bench press and dumbbell press to feel it on my chest, uh, I I push in on dumbbell press. It's like you either think about squeezing your elbows together or your biceps on the way up, and at the very top, like squeeze the dumbbells with your hands. Like about, for me, it's about like 80% squeeze, an 80% squeeze with my hands at the top, and squeezing my biceps together, chest up, and that's how I felt it on dumbbell press and bench press. I have seen a video that says that has said this about bench press, but I forgot the channel. But yeah, bench press, it's your hands are still, it's up and down. Like you can pretend like you're snapping the bar in to get your elbows more in and not be here, and definitely not here. But yeah, they said when you're holding the bar up, it's like you're pretending to squeeze it together, like your hands are tight and you're like pushing them in, but they're staying the same. And that's helped me on bench press, the Smith machine, and I haven't tried reverse grip, but I'm guessing reverse grip is about the same. And it's like your hands are like this and you're pretending to squeeze in. Your hands are just face the other direction, and then it's squeeze. I don't, I mean, I guess it stretches your chest out on the way down to squeeze in, but yeah, the most important part is chest up and squeezing the whole time. And you can really get a good burn if you're like up here squeezing hard and you wait like a second or two. I've seen Sam Sulik do it on like the chess machines, and that that's about the only other thing I've learned is uh, like I'm like what if I squeeze my biceps together at the very bottom and have and try to engage my chest before I even move my arms, and I've tried that, and it really strained my arms, and afterwards, like I just felt it was sore, but it was a very strange feeling. Like it just felt like this part of my chest was like a little bit strained, and it's like the it just didn't feel good. But like yeah, I was like, what if I get here, I'm already engaged, squeezing my biceps before I move. Like you can kind of see the arms move a little bit, and then you start moving. It really slowed my rep speed down, and it's just like I've looked in the mirror, like if I squeeze from here at like 30%, 40, even 20%, I can see my like lower pecs move, and like it's like that's the bottom of the movement, which is the most for me personally. I think the most important is from like here, and especially like the most important at the top. and like top's really where you want to squeeze like extra hard. But here it's just like, yeah, I'm straining my arms. How much am I really getting out of this? And I've seen Mike Thurston. He had a video 7 years ago. Like when you see him do dumbbell press, it looks like that's what he's doing. And he's got like, yeah, he looks good, and like yeah, you can tell he trains good, but like it looked like he was doing that thing I'm talking about, and you can just see him straining, and his rep speed is really slow on dumbbell press, and it's like, yeah, I don't think that's needed. At least it didn't help me any, because it's like I can feel it, and especially doing half reps at the end of the set, I don't need to squeeze my arms that hard to feel the burn, and that is about all I've learned. But like I've heard bodybuilders like Jay Cutler, um, Phil Heath, like they were talking about training chest in Germany. Jay Cutler was just admitted to Phil Heath. He's like, "How do you train chest? I've never really felt it in my chest." And Phil Heath is like, "Oh, I never go past 90 degrees on the machines. Instead of this grip, I use the horizontal." And it's like, great, that's probably better for your shoulders, but this versus this doesn't affect chest engagement really. The only thing you're doing, staying not going past 90 degrees, is just saving your shoulders and keeping them from hurting, because you can still, even on floor press, if you do it right, you can still feel it pretty good in the chest area. But like limiting out, if you want to feel the extra stretch and feel it better, it would make even more sense, especially on a bench where you can get the extra stretch to go even further, because that's even more chest engagement starting at the bottom. So it's like, yeah, Phil Heath, it's like, yeah, I just this is really hard to find good advice on chest. And like I've seen his video about arm day, and like he's like a wizard when it comes to arm day, and like he's got all this crazy advice that mostly works. But yeah, chest, it's like I looked for like at least an hour trying to find some good advice from him, and it's just like I don't know if he's gatekeeping it or he like honestly doesn't know. But Jay Cutler apparently does not know, which is, yeah, no, yeah, he's what, a three-time Mr. Olympia. Like he's achieved more than I probably ever will. But it's just crazy. Like you can't feel your chest. You've been training all these years, and yeah, personally, yeah, this is what's helped me feel it. So, and that's all.